everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I do a really easy design using this large filbert brush. It's a Royal Aquilon, 2950 is the number. Actually has a number 1 on it. I'm also going to be using an AMAGIC flat brush. This would be a number 10, a number 8 Deerfoot stippler, and my Westonia just through them. Feel free to do so. I'm going to be using red violet paints, wicker white, thicket, happy green, and yellow ochre. Now I do use a combination depending on the colors that are available. I go from the multi-surface to the enamels, again just based on the colors that are available because of what I want to paint or what colors I like. Alright, so I'm going to dip this brush, this very large brush, into my red violet, and then I'm going to begin to paint my design. For some reason I just got paint all over me. Alright, so to begin I'm just going to lay the brush down and pull it towards the center, lay the brush down again, pull it towards the center, and lay the brush down, pulling it towards the center. I'm going to tap a little center in here, so that's why I'm leaving it open. Based on the size of my project here, I probably will not be able to get as many flowers into it because this is a pretty good sized brush and it takes up a lot of space. Alright, so unfortunately it looks like I'm probably only going to be able to fit 3, which would be 1 full and 2 of the partials. Okay, so I did this. Now I'm going to come back in and tap it into the wicker white. And like so many of my other designs, I kind of like doing this. Don't always want to do one strokes. But I like to just show you some other options in painting. Now, if you wanted to, you could actually create this by maybe having different size brushes and then going over them with a smaller size. So maybe you'd only get part of the petal, but you're still seeing some of the darker color on the outside. But the reason I'm saying is it might be a way for you to have some more of the darker purple showing. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell before leaving. Also know that my designs are meant to be easy, so if you're coming here expecting a real difficult design, you're not going to find it here. I am trying to focus on getting people interested in being creative, helping with stress. I hope that makes sense. Alright, now if you find that some of these are not completely filled in as much as you'd like them to be, I would just give it some drying time and come back to it. But for the purpose of this video, I'm perfectly fine with what I'm seeing here. Now, one thing I do want to do is hit this with a heat gun because I want to go ahead and put the centers in so I can put some small little petals at the bottom of these flowers. So I will be right back. The next step, I'm going to put the Deerfoot stippler, the front part of the brush, into the yellow, or I'm sorry, into the wicker white, and then the back part, the heel of it, into the yellow ochre, and then I will just begin to pounce. Now, these are pretty good sized petals, so I'm going to make a fairly decent size center, just for it to make sense with the size of the flower. And I am pulling up some of the white under, or the purple. My goodness, I'm having a heck of a time with my colors today. Sorry about that. Some of the purple underneath, which is fine. Not a biggie. at all. I mean, you can give it some dry time and come back over it. That's up to you. All right, so we're just going to keep pouncing in here. Now our centers don't all have to go in the same direction, meaning that your flower can be pointed different directions in your bouquet or on your design, however you want to think of it. I'm just going to pounce in like this, come back in, pounce in some more white, and the purple mixture, that's fine. Now this bottle is one that I clean off and do videos on, and so I'm not really as concerned about how opaque or, you know, the coverage part of it, just because I know that I'm going to be wiping it off. I'm just basically showing you some general techniques, just easy. Again, I hope this inspires you to give it a try. Nothing I'm doing is difficult, that's for sure. All right, so we're going to go back into the purple. And what we can do on these is just maybe give it like a little sliver towards the center. You know, just trying to make it like it's covering it up some, but it's not a full open flower like this one. So again, just bring it towards the center. Again, doing it over here, same thing. And then just a little like touch like that. Now, of course, we can come back in with our white, doing the same thing, coming back over it to complete it. Now you see why I wanted to wait before I put my greenery in, because on my sample I didn't actually have these type of petals, but I decided I wanted to add them for this design. And that one's kind of, I mean, I could pull it up from here. There you go, like that. And then pull this one back down here. You can just keep working with it. Get it however you want it to look. All right, next thing I'm going to do is do my little fine liner. Stick it in my happy green, stick it in here, come back in here, and then I can come up in here and pull it down, swing it around, and if I want, I can just make it like it's hooked onto here. I can even swing it around this way if I want, or you can use your flat brush. Doesn't matter, however you want to attach it to a stem, that's purely up to you. And I will give you that option. All right, gonna swing it around, do the same thing up in here. Gonna pull it like this. And just have fun with it, just relax. Maybe have a glass of wine and find something to paint on. Whether it's a wine bottle, wine glasses, you know, when you're painting on something that's going to be used a lot, that's when you need to be concerned about coming up with, you know, definitely a more opaque design, and that's just purely so that your design will be more durable. That's the main thing. If your paint is put on thicker, then your design will last longer. If you have a lot of thin, you know, strokes or whatnot, you need to go back over them, because I'm telling you, they probably won't last very long, if not. All right, so with the leaves, we're going to put one side of the number 10 flat brush into the paint. And then I always like to maybe try to add a little bit more, another color. Sometimes I have 4 colors on these. Just really kind of depends on how crazy I get with my leaf painting. I mean, I can definitely fill these up, that's for sure. And you know, you can take your brush and put little stems in them. And they don't all have to be the same. That's the thing, is just kind of vary. You know, you can even vary the colors. And if you want to have more of them be just with the happy green. I don't know what happened there. But sometimes when you go over your paint, it's going to split, or just lightly go back over it. Not a biggie. Happens all the time. And you can come over here and just add some other ones. Just make it more natural looking. I like to kind of go over the flowers a little bit too with the leaves. But you can see this is pretty. Just make it what you want it. Make it your own. Add your own little twist to it. That's what I say. Even if you're an experienced painter, you can use my simple designs as an inspiration. Add to it. Create your own. Feel free to share it. Because again, my intent is to provide things that people can feel successful doing and are pretty quick. I don't have a lot of patience for designs that take a long time, so that's just me. But I know a lot of people who will do very detailed designs, but they have like 5,000 steps. I can't do it. I just can't do it. And even adding a little bit of the purple into it. The red violet is pretty. And I'll come back in here. I can just lightly do it, or I can come back in with my little liner brush, because it's so dainty. And just look at it and say, hey, do I need to add any more leaves anyplace else? I'm going to be nice and just kind of stop right now with that. But I am going to take my liner brush and just kind of go back in. Just maybe add some little pulls throughout here. And then I could actually, on the tip of these, put some color. On this, I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave them like they are. But we're good. And if you don't like this part, then just leave it out. It's not necessary. It doesn't have to be a whole lot either. It can just be a little bit. Like I said, I can kind of get crazy with my leaves. It's just how I am. Just how I rock and roll. Alright, just I want to leave this one out. It's just a really light touch to it. There you go. Alright, there you have it. Easy peasy, right? I hope you like this. Once again, if you do, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, give me a big thumbs up. New to my channel, before you leave, please share this video on your social network with all your family and friends. They make it real easy. Just hit that button underneath the video. It'll give you the options where you can share it and you're good to go. Alright, until the next time, please stay safe and healthy, and you have a good one.